Maine GOP would like to wish everyone a happy and safe 4th of July weekend. Also, I've had the good fortune of going to various county GOP events with Chair Kazunas over the past few months. At each event, we've received a lot of comments from people who are excited about our News You Can Trust videos and who feel the party is moving in the right direction. We just want to thank you for your support, and especially a couple folks that we met this past Tuesday at the Waldo County meeting. Dana and David, people like you who share these videos and talk about it with your friends, we really can't do it without you, and we want to say thank you.
Hey everyone, Jason Savage here at the Maine GOP. We're sitting here less than 24 hours from a state shutdown. At the time you're watching this, we don't know whether you will have heard news if there's a deal or if there's not a deal. We wanted to make sure that you understand some of the things that have led us here. The most important thing for you to understand is that for 6 months, Democrats have had the opportunity to negotiate a state budget. And instead of negotiating in good faith with Republicans in the legislature and with the governor, they ran the clock on themselves. All during this legislative session, instead of working with members of the Appropriations Committee and legislators from the different parties and different chambers, Democrat leadership, including Speaker Sarah Gideon and Democrat Senate Leader Troy Jackson, were gallivanting around the state promoting unsustainable levels of spending. They were talking about nearly $1 billion in new spending, and at one point in the legislature they actually voted for over $1 billion in new spending. That's a lot more money than the state actually has. Revenue forecasts project that we have just a little bit over $7 billion, and that is where Republicans have drawn a line in the sand. Somehow, Speaker Sarah Gideon and Democrat Senate Leader Troy Jackson think that there's money hiding somewhere here in the state that only they don't know about, and they just need to find the way to get everybody else to tell them that it's there. It's really sad though, because what we've seen is Democrats now looking to attack and blame Governor LePage and House Republicans, Senate Republicans, and anybody else that they can find, while it still is clear to those of us that are paying attention that Speaker Gideon has lost control of her caucus and still does not have the ability to bring enough votes to pass a state budget. I want to remind you also that House Republicans and Governor LePage have put forward a plan that if Speaker Gideon would just bring forward to the floor of the House and ask her members to vote for, we would not have to face a state government shutdown. One really sad aspect of this situation is that Speaker Gideon and House Democrats, along with some Senate Democrats, continue to push for tax policy in the state of Maine that would charge small businesses across the state, your family grocers and jewelry stores and electrical shops and other businesses that you know in your community, would charge them a higher tax rate than Maine charges our largest corporations. This, in our minds, is unconscionable. For some reason, Speaker Gideon, Democrat Leader Jackson, and members of the Democratic caucus actually think that they should extract concessions from Republicans in the legislature in this budget simply to put the small business tax back below large corporations where it should be. I want to leave you with this. As we're recording this, we don't know if there's going to be a budget shutdown or not, but I want you to remember the small business tax next election cycle. If a Democrat candidate for office or one of their PACs or special interest groups sends you a flyer saying that so-and-so from the House Democrat or the Senate Democrat Party supports small businesses, after this fiasco, I want you to take that flyer, write "You are a liar" on it, and mail it right back to them. Thank you.
Once again, our Congressman is working for Maine. Over 7,000 jobs are still connected to Maine's woods products logging industry. The U.S. Congress National Resources Committee yesterday accepted Congressman Poliquin's legislation into a larger forestry bill that would allow younger Mainers to learn more about the industry and more easily pursue a career. It allows young Mainers to learn under parental supervision. Thank you, Congressman Poliquin, for protecting Maine's working forests and growing Maine jobs. There are a lot of inspirational women and leaders involved in the Maine Republican Party, but we think that there could be more. That's why Maine GOP has started She Leads, a program designed to help women get more involved in leadership roles in their community. She Leads is holding a fall conference, and we hope to see you there. If you'd like more information, go to mainegop.com/fall. Check out this video of some Maine Republican women talking about why they got involved in state government.
Hi, I'm Demi, Chair of Maine GOP. Women bring a different perspective to the table, and that is why it is so important that we include them in the political arena. We have a lot of women taking leadership roles here in Augusta. Here are some of their stories.
I'm the only Republican woman serving in a leadership role this cycle, this session, and the last 2 years when I was also in leadership.
To come to Augusta here and attend a tax day rally. And basically it was the start of my political interest. Up until that point, I'd always voted and paid my taxes, and I thought that was enough. And it became clear at that point that I had been lacking in my duties as a citizen, that I had not paid more attention to the direction of this state.
This educational reform called Common Core. And so I started a group, a grassroots organization, and I never thought of myself as a grassroots activist. I just was one of these people that I see a problem, you just gotta go get it done.
I loved being a state representative, but I love being a senator more because there are so few of us around the table that you really pay attention to every single bill.
I represent country people that are out working and taking care of their families, so I feel like I've been their voice, and a lot of them have told me how happy they are that I've been their voice because I share those country values. In my district, I'm 6th generation in my district, and so I have really deep roots in the community, so it's been really great.
The mission of She Leads is to identify, train, and support women Republicans that are interested in running for local, state, or national office. The conference this fall will be at the Nonantum in Kennebunkport. We talk about politics, we talk about if you were to decide to run for office, what does that look like? But we also do quite a bit of leadership training in general. We welcome women who are in government now. We welcome business leaders, any woman who is interested in trying to kind of hone her leadership skills to be a better community leader, or maybe she wants to get to know other women that are leaders as well.
Hope you decide to join the fall conference for She Leads.
I hope you can attend the fall She Leads conference.
I hope you attend the She Leads Fall Conference.
I hope you'll come to the Fall She Leads conference. It's a great opportunity to network with other women and find out that you too can do this.
I hope to see you at the She Leads Fall Conference this year.
Here in the Republican Party, we've come a long way. I think we can do better. Please come to our Fall She Leads conference, and your voice belongs in the discussion.
Thank you for watching this episode of News You Can Trust. If you liked this video, please make sure to share it on social media, especially Facebook. Also, if you would like to keep News You Can Trust going, please go to mainegop.com/donate and make a small donation. I know I'm not a reporter, but you can trust me.